Welcome back to CLE Weekend. It has been a long-standing tradition here in Cleveland. In fact, it is one of the 50 oldest races in the country. So listen, whether you're an athlete, you're a fan, I'm sure you know about the Cleveland Marathon. To tell us all about this year's festivities is Jack Staff, president, owner, and executive director of the Cleveland Marathon. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's talk about when the marathon is and where it is. Because it's not just one day, because there's a lot more to this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On Saturday the 18th, we have the 5K and the 10K. And then this year we have the Duncan Toys Fun Run for the kids. That's going to be at 11 o'clock. And then on Sunday, we're going to have, this is the 19th, we will have the full marathon and the half marathon, which are the bigger races.
Yeah.
And as I said, the 5K, 10K the day before.
Now, how many runners do you have?
Well, we expect a little over 10,000.
What?
Yeah, and it's coming back to where it was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. So it's starting to get its feet again, and so, no pun intended, and they're coming back.
And I mean, you mentioned it is more than just, again, when you hear marathon, you're like, oh, that's the long one. But no, this is, like you said, the 5K, the 10K, the half, the full. So many people wait for this, and they have already registered. I mean, you're actually full for the half and the full marathon.
Well, we are, but openings are becoming available because people were either dropping out or dropping down. So the suggestion is, if you haven't signed up, keep watching registration because spots are becoming available. Well,
and that's the thing, because there are a lot of people who, you know, you just have to be persistent, checking every day to make sure, because while we say it's full, it is a really good point to make that you could still get in, because as it comes closer to race time, it's like maybe people aren't ready, and that's why they drop out or they, you know, go down.
Or they get injured, or or complications come in their life some way. But you know, they may be training for the full, sign up for the full, and then find out they don't feel they're comfortable running the full, so they back down to the half. But the idea is, if you haven't signed up and you want to run, the 5K and the 10K are still wide open.
Good.
But if the half and the full is still available, you need to keep checking.
And you've still got time, right? I mean, we're a week out from, you know, these events in the weekend. I talk about being a week out, you know, so it's a couple days that we've got these races, but this is really a year-round planning. I mean, you've got a staff, a lot of folks that work on this throughout the year.
We have 5 or 6 people that work on it year-round.
Yeah.
I mean, people they think that, you know, I love when I run into friends a week after my race and they say, now what are you doing? So now that the race is over, you're relaxing. No, it's not. I mean, we have a full-time staff that works every day. We have an office that's people attend every day, and Zoom calls year-round. We're already thinking about, there's a committee that I'm working with that's thinking about everything we're going to do for next year.
Wow.
So it's a year-round event. And we have a great staff, and I don't think enough is said about them. And that's STAFF, outstanding people.
Yeah.
And we couldn't do it without them.
Well, no, and those are the people then that you don't end up seeing and hearing about as much.
Right.
And so it's so good, I think, for you and a lot of companies in general to bring light to the fact that there are people that you don't see that are just working tirelessly around the year.
And then in addition to the staff, we have these volunteers, and they've been coming for years. And so, I mean, it's a major effort to put this race on, and we couldn't do it without the staff and the volunteers.
Yeah.
And the sponsors.
Yes, a lot of people. I've got to say to you, though, I've interviewed you quite a few times over the years about the Cleveland Marathon, and each year I love feeling your excitement. When you talk about this, what makes you so passionate about this?
I think, I like challenges. I always have.
Okay.
And I think this is a major challenge, which most people don't realize, which we just talked about. But I think I like the idea that we do a lot for the city and for the charities. There's a lot of positive benefits from doing this race, and that's what I love. I was a runner myself.
I know, you know all about this.
and I fell in love with it, and this is my way of continuing to do it. And I think we bring, you know, probably $15 million of economic impact to the city.
Yeah.
You know, we used to have an expression, and we may bring it back. We're bringing the city to its feet, and that's what it is. And working with wonderful people, the volunteers, the sponsors, the support of the city and the county. That's the thing that motivates me. and the challenge of putting it together, the difficulties that we take and then make them into solutions.
Absolutely.
That's what counts.
Well, and I know it was so important last year when we talked about having the race, the full marathon, be in Cleveland.
Right.
Now, last year we talked about it. You said, hey, listen, we're going to do this. This is something that is very important. You did it, and the race is still in Cleveland this year.
It's the same course, even though there was some interest in people complaining.
Yep.
But the thing is, it's turned out to be extraordinarily liked. Our survey after the race that we sent out, we had the highest grades for the course ever.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so they loved it.
Oh, good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yes.
Let's talk about Duncan Toys because, you know, I got 2 little boys and I'm all about things kids anymore. So it's Duncan Toys, and this is, tell me about this, the thing for the kids.
Yeah, we now have a title sponsor for the kids race.
Okay.
It's a fun run, and that's going to be 11 o'clock on Saturday. And Duncan Toys, which is the manufacturer of 50 or 60 different items.
Wow.
And one of which is the yo-yo. So,
Yes.
last year we threw the kids race together at the last minute, but this year is a little more planning.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to have 200 or 300 kids. And a lot of them will be there to sign up on that day. And Duncan is planning on giving away 300 or 400 yo-yos to all the kids.
Oh, I
So-
love that. Makes it fun. And hello, that is something those kiddos can do
Exactly.
all day long.
Get off
keep
the
them
phone.
busy.
Yeah.
Yes, get off their phones.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about like the nitty gritty. So runners, what do they need to know about, getting information, everything? Again, we're still a week out. Tell us
Everything
that.
is, the website is very accurate. It's clevelandmarathon.com. Everything is up there. It's being updated on a regular basis about everything you want to know. And everything's there. It's just, it's full of information about the race.
Now, is that for runners and supporters? Because we got a lot of people who want to come out and cheer. Where do I go?
That's coming up as well.
Good.
Where to cheer for the people. We have a couple cheer groups planning. We have the St. Ignatius Trash Talkers.
Oh, yes, the guy. Yeah, I know. They're
We have a lot
great.
of that. There's a lot of excitement on the course.
Okay, so tell us again that website.
clevelandmarathon.com.
Wonderful. Jack Staff, thank you so much. This was great to talk about it. Again, so much excitement for the city. Thank you for doing your part to bring that to us with this long-standing
Thank you for
tradition
having me
of the
again.
Cleveland Marathon. All right, Jack, thank you. We'll be right back on CLE Weekend.